Alrighty then, mic check, mic check. We are back.
Delta EAM on the 4.
And let's see, it is, wow, is it really already 10 minutes past the open? So it is, it's been a couple minutes here. Let's see here, we got a double. I'm gonna go in on this one here real quick. Stop below my double crosses here, but this could potentially pump a run here. There's multiple ready ups. There is a third here. One moment, sorry, I'm thinking through once. This thing is getting snappy here. I want to make sure that I'm on the right side. Okay, I'll pull half right there into the crab. One moment. See if we start to get that run up there. Got a double trap back here. Trap, trap. Let's see if we've caught them off sides here. 20 ticks right to that white cross. There's 20 ticks there. Might be getting a little greedy trying to hold more on that. We are on the ones. I'm hearing the buyers step a little bit there. We're at 42s. All right, and I'll close it out there at the blue line. 15.50 here this morning on just a couple of trades here. We'll walk through that here in just a moment. It is Mentorship Monday. I am late, but I am back. Welcome aboard. Let's get into it. I am here to show you guys how I play the game using ALGOBOX. Hopefully that's what you're here for as well. Type hello there in the chat. While you're doing that, make sure you smash that like button. We get to 50 likes within the first 15 minutes. I'll be here for the entire session. Oh, we already did it. You guys are on top of things today. No, we're not. No, I'm sorry. We got we're 3 likes away. We still need 3 likes to get to 50 likes. Let's see. Double cross pop up with the ready app back behind it. We've got zones from last week. I'm going to remove all those here, kind of start again, although that one was working out pretty well for us there on that major blue. Looking very good there. We got some good speed here this morning. Look at the speed right now. Pay attention. If you have your text psychology module turned on, you'll see great speed. If you don't know what that is, let me show you what that is. We'll be doing a little more, trying to do a little more training here with you guys on a Monday if the market permits. So down here on the psychology module, sorry, it's a little bit hard to zoom in on that. Let me get my coins back in order here. All right, so we have been trade 1, trade 2. There, winner there for me so far this morning. So looks like right now with fine tuning, 11s are going to be significant. As we can see, we had 11.8 and we turned, we had 11s and we turned. So those of you guys following along in AO tuning, we went over a lot of that on Friday. So alpha omega tuning currently is about an 11.5. Since there is 1 along with it, I would say we probably want something around a 12 for a pivot currently with the tunings. Let's zoom out here and look at higher time frames.
Speed of YM 101.
Chris is here for all the money. Excellent.
Touch EAM on the 30.
You're here for me, Brandon. Appreciate that, sir.
Double delta EAM on the 1.
Okay, so we're currently in the fiddle zone. Been sitting in there even into the morning. I don't think we even got out. Yeah, we did briefly at 9:35. Barely peeked out
38.
Once at the open. Stayed inside. Look at that. Interesting. So some back and forth. Doesn't matter to us. You know, tiny zones, big zones, small zones. Doesn't matter. We play the video game. Let's check the news.
Speed of YM 156.
It's like nothing till 10:30. And all these are greens, so no red star news events at all. So basically should be all technical analysis, all TA today. Here for the impersonations.
Let's go, guys. Come on, let's go.
Let's see. Big drop in from Friday. And now an accumulation zone. Let's measure how wide that is. I am curious how wide this is right now. So the width of that is 100 ticks. So 100 tick width here. I got a really cool idea from Hooked on Pips. What's up, Don? Don, you had a really cool, I liked your layout. So Don has a cool layout on his measuring tool. His anchor, he had it to like an orange, but a golden rod. I like it. And then he had it, instead of solid, he had a dash dot looking thing, and it was about 2 pixels wide-ish, I think. I'm going to save this as the Dawn. All right. I think yours was brighter. What color are you using there, Don?
Speed of YM 91. Speed of YM 91.
Mine's not quite as bright.
Upper bands touching on the 38.
Oh, the opacity. Or 75, because I do want to be able to see a little bit through it there. 75-ish. I'll go with that. Okay, so that'll stand out a little bit more there. Wave range for the YM is 34. Thank you, sir. You guys helping me out. 34 range if you are going into putting in your optimization for the morning. Make sure you guys get that in there. 34 to feed the rest of the charts. Thank you, sir. If you don't know how to get that, don't forget we optimize at the beginning of every week. Posted that out there last night on a Sunday night. Usually it goes out on Sunday night or Monday early AM. Also, let's make sure we turn off real-time protection. Thank you for that, Eddie. Real-time protection there turned off, so our game is running at its max. Okay. What time? 9:49. So we're about 19 minutes past the U.S. Open. All right, first set of ready-ups. Once again, down below here, these can start to give us a shift. Let's see what happens here with this one. We want to see multiples for us to just take them as a turn. We're not playing them as turns by themselves. This is a pretty clear zone here, so I'll go ahead and mark it up. Double crosses at the top of a zone, double crosses at the bottom of a zone. Going to be looking for reversals.
Speed of YM 67.
Zoom out on this one real quick. All right, we are literally sitting flat.
DCDM on the 4.
In the flat zone. Using orange. Butamus.
Double delta on the 1.
All right, so tide and wave. So tide was actually currently red and wave green. So got those two split right now.
Speed of YM96.
MacVU is telling us we are neutral.
DCDMEM on the 4.
Okay, so this means we could be ready for a move finally, right? So we're ready. Do I have a bias right now? Not really. We're currently neutral everywhere. But is this the end of the accumulation zone? Right there? Likely. Yes. So likely we will start to break out one way or the other, or come out manipulation move first and then the other way. But we're probably, that's it. We're moving now. So get ready.
Double delta EM on the 1.
951.
Pip.EM on the 34. Enigma long on the EM1. Speed of YM69.
Okay, so why am I going to skip that Enigma? Because we are literally sitting on the flat, right? We came right into the flat there. So I'm going to not be too interested in this one here. Zoom in on that. Hindsight being 2020 here. Speaking of 20, that's almost a 20. I am at winner winner chicken dinner right now, so I'm looking for a bonus. Want to kind of get everything lined up perfectly for the add to where we currently are. Go ahead and set an ATM here. I'm going to go 5 smalls. Well, look at that. Ended up going all the way to target. 20 tick up move off of that Enigma. How dare I question the Enigma on a Monday? Thanks, Don.
Speed of YM52.
Okay, so this looks like stair steps to me. I'm going to give this a shot here. Stop underneath that white cross back behind. See if we got a little stairway to heaven here.
Target filled. Target filled. Target filled. Target filled.
All right, that'll get me over
Target
2K
filled.
on the morning
Target
session there.
filled.
Cross at the top of the zone. Let's see if we continue. All right, I'm going to go for it one more time. I'm going to put my stop back behind the red cross here. Probably should not have gone 10. Probably should have gone like a 5. Oh, boo. Oversized on that 10.3 on the way up. So if we come back to it, I will go ahead and jump in on that. So a retry at the 10.3. I'll talk about why here in just a moment. Remember, we had the triple cross up top there. That is a smooth leg trap. Stair stepper up here. Hopefully, leg of hope looking thing right here. 1, 2, 3. Want to see a four-legged dog trap before I re-enter.
Speed of YM83.
Okay, open for a 4LDT right here.
Target filled. Target filled.
Okay, into a shark. I want to catch a bid here. Add on the cross. I had said before, didn't catch me on the bid.
Touch him on the 34.
Walk you through this here in a moment as we start hopefully hitting targets here.
Target
of
filled.
YM72.
Target filled.
Excellent.
Enigma short on the E1.
Okay, and I'll close it up right there off of an Enigma off the backside. Wanted to get a little more out of that. But I'm not playing against an Enigma as we come up. So Enigma to Enigma there. Very nice. Let's look at the measure. 75 ticks from end to end there. So the way this lays out here, we got trap. Then first cross right here. Multi-step, two-stepper. So the steps are setting up right here. We have smooth leg down, and then we start to do the steps. So stairway to heaven. $10.3. I want to look for a continuation.
Divergence
here.
on
Didn't, you know, too tight of a stop here. 4LDT for the entry.
Speed of YM62.
On the pullback. Let me move it. Thank you. The continuation up move. Wanted to re-add on this 10.3. Okay, we've touched the target on the Enigma, so I'm going to buy here on this target. We'll talk about why here in just a moment. I'm going to put my stop back behind the 4LDT again. So the Enigma worked out, hit its target. Now that it's done with its target, I'm going to see if we can get some continuation up move here. It looks like a J-hook trap scenario. And now maybe we'll be able to push past that Enigma. Maybe.
Upper bands touch him on the 34.
No. Okay. It's like a fake out breakout scenario there for the moment. Let's just hold up. 1, 2, 3. I'll look for another 4LDT here. I'm not ashamed to hit one. 1, 2, 3. All right, now pop up and give me a doggy head, and I will enter in on another 4LDT for the pullback. Nope, no doggy head, so no 4LDT here.
Speed of YM56. Speed of YM56.
Big picture wise, I'm sure you guys see we had that divergence cross show up on the 8s. Had to respect that along with that 11.2. All right, here's 10 a.m. Top of the hour. If we start getting out of the fiddle zone, I'll look to turn on some full auto Enigma here, top of the hour.
Fib.em on the 8th.
Still looking at moderate sell here. So
Speed of YM79.
let's see if we can find something that goes along with that. It's very odd
Upper
for the
bands
Dow right
touching
now.
on the 34.
Okay, wow, that shifted real quick. Okay, so we are now to the buy side. That means all 4 instruments are turning right here, so I do want to get involved. Hopefully I can get across or something that comes along with it. We got a break of the shark here. I'm going to toe in here, target up at that
Double delta
PRZ up top. We got it ready up. I'm going to add to that position. Went back to neutral. No longer buy side here. Let's see what happens. Or if this is going to be a fake pop-up move here. It stops close.
Speed of
Below the
YM91.
shark here. I'm going to put it at the front of the shark. Don't like that we went back to neutral there. Was hoping we would stay on buy side.
On the 1.
We came back to neutral. Okay, I'm going to close it up. We might be making a pivot turn here. That's multiples. If we get a triple, I will look to potentially run short here. Let's see if this is a fake up move or not.
Double delta EM on the 1.
Okay, there's a triple ready up. I'm going to get short right here.
Target filled. Target filled.
Speed
Target
of
filled.
YM64.
Are you asking me if my audio box is turned off? Do y'all not hear it? Are y'all not hearing my audio box? I mean, I'm hearing thumps right now. Are y'all not hearing it? All right, double cross right there. I'm going to close that. Let's see where we go here from here. This could be a huge turn. I'm going to draw a zone around this.
Speed of
And we're going to color it.
YM54. Speed of YM54.
Let me click it. All right, 2,517 minutes. Not too bad. 8,947. Let me catch up with my setup here. I believe that was trade number 5 there for me there this morning. So potentially the big dog could be turning here. 3 wise men right here, and we are buy side. So I should be getting long here. I'm going to go with a none and control it. So I'm going to get long here. Everybody see that? 3 wise men, type 3WM in the chat.
Double delta touching on the 34. On the 89.
There they go. 3 wise men, and we are strong buy side. So let's see if they're going to keep running with it or not. Looking for opposing signals. Probably should have pulled half there inside of that crab. Did not. She's going to come back here. I will buy at my point of entry. See if I can catch a bounce on it, and hopefully not a trap. But 3 wise men here. Just don't want it to go underneath these guys here. 3 wise guys. And we went strong buy here.
Speed
So
of YM
3WM
81.
there in the chat. There is a cross. I'll add to my position at king timing here. And going to let this 3WM see how we roll here. What I don't like is we got that triple ready up here that could be a pivot turn. So this could be a trap. Especially with that kind of speed that just went up right there. It's going to get, you know, retail's really excited about that. Even myself, that felt like a great trade right there. So now I'm nervous. That is a pullback where retail might get entered. I'm going to go half. I'm going to half up here. I am half as encouraged by this now. That went up way too fast. Could be a trap. I will close out below those crosses for the lose.
DCDM on the 1.
Okay, there's more. Okay, retail's excited here. I don't like it. Fast up move. Now they want to get involved. We could go back down the other way right now. That goes neutral. I'm killing it. Or below those 3 crosses.
Upper bands touch him on the 34.
Still on moderate buy. I like that that went down quickly.
Speed of YM51.
Okay, I'm liking the fast moves down. That's better. For my buy side anyway. Got my finger over hotkeys. Okay, went to strong buy. Above the cross, I'm going to add to position. Let's see if she goes. Same plan, currently sitting at strong buy. So all 4 instruments, all 4 correlated instruments are saying, okay, I'm making a head fake. If I'm going to go down, this is a major head fake. Cross, I'm going to add to position. So I'm at a half position here for what could be my final trade. This should be the bonus scenario here. It's a 3 wise men. If this is not going to turn down, then this is going to be a very big charge.
Bands touch him on the 34.
Set up here could be charging this whole thing up, and open line is just up above us there. Maybe they're going to push it up above that on a Monday right here, 10:10. Coffee time. Don't like that there's a double cross at the top of this zone here. Nope, I'm gonna kill it. Okay, let's watch this out here. It does still, so if we're not gonna make the run here, this could be the whole head fake out and full pivot turn here area. I want to hold on to my 2K there. That was my bonus trade. That was my 6th trade there this morning. Don't forget I track it with let's see, go to the screen here. Got my 5 trades in here, +1 on the electronic version. If you guys want the electronic version of that, we've got it on our website, ALGOBOXPRO.com, trade tracker. Tricky morning there, not super easy to run through. I do think that triple ready up scenario here, this could be the higher time frame turn. You guys know my deal when I talk about the Titanic. It takes a while to turn the Titanic around. And that does look like what's playing out there. There was a lot of fake up moves, nice little straights, Those can become traps on the lower time frame for the big move to make its turn. So I need to be hyper aware of that, and I don't want to get caught off sides of that. The thing that showed it to us is this right here, right? The triple ready ups. Now, I liked the 3 wise men there, but again, 3 wise men is not a higher time frame play. This is still lower time frame. Can I get 20, 30 out of it? Yes, and it did. But I'm trying to get greedy with it if I keep thinking that's what's happening there. We are, seeing that this, we had the MACVU, multiple instruments showing to the long side there. However, if all of them are going to pivot turn, I have to be hyper aware of that. And I'm at, already over traded there this morning, already at 6 trades. There on that. Not an easy morning. Not an easy little area to play there.
Upper bands touch him on the 34.
I'm going to have this blue zone lit up here. Whether we come back to it or we actually turn and be able to ride it. Let's see, it is 10:13 a.m. Eastern time. We got our 2-minute warning there for coffee time. So should be going to grab me some coffee, but I came in here late, so.
J hook long him on the 1.
Oi.
Double delta him on the 1. DCDM him on the 4. Upper bands touch him on the 34.
All right, let's see if I get caught in a trap here. I don't like that it's strong buy right now. I'm going to close it up quickly here, but I'm looking for the big pivot turn here. Let's see if we get a big pivot.
Double delta him on the 1.
Okay, there's another one. Don't like that it came after the down moves, but let's see.
Speed of YM57. Speed of YM57.
Nope, I'm going to kill that. Okay, we just got a 20.5 blue up top. So I really wanted that turn, but man, that is there are too many conflicts right there, sitting right in that blue zone. I'll have time to catch it if it goes, but yeah, so bonus trade there. I'm going to turn that red. Didn't quite get that one. 20.5 tells me, hey, you might want a second opinion on that, bro.
Upper bands touch him on the 34. Speed of YM56.
Yeah, nice down trap. 1, 4. Okay, if it comes in my blue zone, I'm getting short. I'll kill it above, but I mean, there could be a very large pivot coming out of this blue zone. Those triple ready ups told us everything. We ended up getting a couple more in there, and it's going to be a heavy, heavy zone. Okay, I'm going to add stop here and pop it above across here. Oh, did you just come to the top of my zone? I might have jumped the gun on that. Did not technically go into my blue zone. Okay, I'm gonna kill it. Nope, I was wrong. If it comes in my blue zone, I'm getting short. Just saying. Here comes king timing.
Upper bands touch him on the 34. Enable long on the EM on the 1. Upper bands touching
Oh
on the
boy.
34.
All right, I'll kill it right there. That should be a potential up move there, but we went right into the flat zone here. I'll respect it enough to, if we hit that target up above, I will re-enter. But I've got to respect an Enigma with a ready up behind it. That oftentimes will launch things back the other direction to its target. I'll respect its target, and then I will re-engage my short big time frame scenario here. Kazi, are you in Israel? Or where are you located, sir? Yeah, for now we're calling it a hot shot. I'm not satisfied with that name. We'll probably keep looking for another name for the ready ups with the Enigma. But currently called a hot shot, yes. You're correct. Anything with a shot in it needs to have a cross, because that's just how we've been consistent. So I think it's probably not going to be a hot shot. But we'd, for lack of better terms right now. Okay, so we're into a Gartley there. I'm going to go ahead and reinitiate my position there. I respected the original move here. It's going to be harder to figure out where I'm going to put my stop here. I think stop outside the zone above this crab. Go ahead and add a stop. And pop it above the crab zone right there. Structurally, that is an Enigma in the flat zone, right? So I'm going to label this for myself to remind myself and for training purposes, because that's what we've talked about. This one, oh my goodness. I'm going to move you, bro. So that came in right as we went flat. I told you guys before, like, these are the only ones that, I say only ones, but it is consistent that if we come right into the flat zone, that Enigmas have failed more often than they normally do in that type of zone. So it that way. Trident Enigma, that I like it. Might be a little bit, doesn't roll off the tongue, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we need a good name. Maybe just the Trident. Yeah, it's something to do with the moon. I'd like a lunar name. So if you guys can come up with something moon related, help me out with something moon related there. All right, we're breaking down underneath that Enigma. I'm going to go initiate a full position underneath the Enigma there.
Low impact news event. German Bubo President Nagel speaks.
The moon sling. Yeah. What about, give me some, what were some of the name of the Apollo missions? Maybe call it the Apollo. Poseidon. Yeah, I'm trying to get away from shot in the name because all of our other shots have a cross of some type, right? So a moonshot is because it has a cross. A headshot is because it has a cross. So if you're going to say something with shot, you're looking for, you know what I'm saying? You're looking for a cross. So it kind of throws me off when I say shot. A lunar enigma. Yeah. Solstice. Moon-related terms. Help me find some moon-related terms. Something that means like a strong moon. Need synonyms for strong moon. Super moon. Full moon. Ooh, full moon. Let's call it the full moon. Summer solstice. The lunar armada. All right, $400 superstition kicking in right there. We just paused at my superstition. That's 3,600 right there. Ay. Come on, give me just a little bit more. Don't catch me greedy. Don't catch me greedy. Give me my 4K, bro. That's 3,600 right there. Go 38. Okay. Go. There you go. There's 4K right there at the edge of that. Down there, those green lines. Get to the green lines, bro. So the bottom of that red channel is 4K.
Double delta EM on the 4.
There we go, baby. Into the green lines, and I'll start peeling halves here. Let's see if we're going to blow all the way through. I'll leave 4 on. All right, I'm gonna kill it. All right, I got my 4K, 4,300. Tried for 5 if we were gonna just fall out, but we did not just fall out of bed there. Got my 4K there on the day. Let me walk you guys through what was happening there. When we started getting through here, this is some level of experience, but let's say that you didn't have experience. First of all you need to know is this triple ready up over here, oftentimes, so many times, indicates to me that we've got what I kind of call a Titanic shift. Call it a Titanic shift, not just because it's big, but literally thinking of the ship, the Titanic. Now, remember, the Titanic was the largest boat. It sank. So let's like, oh, well, it sank. Why are you using that term? I'll tell you why. Because, yeah, it could sink. Anybody who's on the wrong side of it. So there's a lot of reasons for it. A Sea-Doo, well, let's talk about jet ski. Let's use jet ski because Sea-Doo is a specific name. People don't know what that is. Okay, so a jet ski. On a little jet ski, you can whip that sucker around and go up and turn around and turn around and turn around. You can do this no problem. But if you're driving the Titanic and you need to turn around, you go to turn that thing, you turn the rudder and you start going, and it's like your ship is gigantinormous, and it's like, I'm trying to turn to go back the other way. Okay, versus a jet ski. In blue here, jet ski, if you wanted to turn around right here, you just be like, okay, go back the other way, right? See ya. Titanic takes a long time to turn. If everybody understands that, type a 1. If I've lost you already, type a 2, because I want to make sure everyone knows before I keep going here on that. What signifies that a Titanic shift and the Titanic is in the water is a triple ready up like this after a move in a direction. Now, I'm not just taking every triple ready up, but something after a move. This has been a significant move up. So what are people thinking here? Everybody's looking at it when a big move arrives. I kind of call it all eyes on. Okay, everybody's looking. Retail, this is the retail smile. Everybody's looking at a big up move. Okay, let's see if I can catch some continuation. They're going to try to get in on a pullback, right? They're like, okay, pullback, I'm in. Market has no problem handing the little guy a few ticks, okay? But the market does not hand the little guy big ticks easily. So with that theory in mind, let's see how many straight legs we have here to trap. Okay, there's a straight leg, trap. There's a straight leg, trap. There's a straight leg, trap. Count them on the other side. Well, you got one little one half down. I could call that little one. But the majority of the super smooth legs were to the upside. Another one, super smooth up, very trappish. Everybody understand that? If you don't, well, you haven't been here a while because I have told you never trust smooth legs, yes? Now, I can't say never, but you know what I'm saying. In general, your SOP, standard operating procedure, I do not want to trust smooth legs. There's another smooth leg. Okay, so these often act as retail traps because that is going to go, oh, look, it went real fast. Oh, it's having an easier time. I'm doing air quotes here. It's having an easier time going to the upside. Well, that's exactly what they want you to think. They've got a head fake. So it's like as the big Titanic is turning, it's sending off its little flares. Okay, flare them up. Let it keep, don't let them know I'm turning here. Flare it up, send out some little things. They get you trapped. Okay, trap. There's the final big trap right there. Oink. Okay, now what do we have? Now slowly and methodically start to make your turn. So this is a real move. This is the Titanic making its turn. Okay, after it signified and told me earlier. That's why I was uncomfortable in my long. Now, a 3 wise men, sure. Can I take a 3 wise men in there and grab it for 20, 30 ticks? Yes. And did I? Yes. It's hard, okay? It is difficult. But to be able to pick up a ton of ticks on the backside of those, I told you if it got into that zone. Now, why did I mark that zone? All I did was whenever I see these, because here's the thing, these are not going to work every single time, so let's get over ourselves on that. But go back and look how often this does happen. And I've got to what I kind of call respect it. Okay, for me, you'll hear me use the word, well, I have to respect it, right? It's like playing basketball, okay? Guy steps in the zone, you got to respect that the guy's got there in that spot. Doesn't mean you can't try to go around him, okay? But respect the fact that that guy has taken up position that is now landed on the court and saying, hey, I'm here, bro. Might not want to do that. We come inside here, luckily for us, but this up move here, which almost got to its target, hit right on the flat zone. So I trust it less. So that's the good news. But did it make its up move? Sure. Again, another one of those that I had to respect. Everybody understood when I said respect that I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to just try to blow right through that moon, right? Let it play its up move, get in it, and then I'm going to try to go around it. We understand that type of one. Y'all don't, again, type some 2s along the way so I can feel you out here. I see lots of 1s on the last thing, so that's good. 1s or 2s. 1 if you get it, 2 if you don't. So now, my continuation. Remember, me holding this whole thing has everything to do with this back here. If I were to draw something on the chart, and I'm like, okay, I'm going short right here, this is why. Okay? Now, oftentimes, it doesn't necessarily have to take this long to move. And I've showed you earlier, when I did start to get short on that, where did I put my stop? I literally put my stops back behind this ready up. Did it ever touch it? Got pretty close. That's debatable as to whether you get stopped out right there. All right, let's put F6. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's close. So if you put your stop back behind those ready ups there and just let the thing go, it comes right up to you. Okay, and that's the last spot. And then we drop. So again, this was a triple ready up and ended up being like quads. I think it was a quad as well. Yeah, there was a 4th. So after the triple ready up, we had another. That's just adding to the pool. Okay. And there she goes. We get a big pivot turn. That means, it doesn't necessarily mean that the higher time frame. It is a possibility the high time frame is making its titanic turn. That's how I read that. Now, as far as the number of ticks to the move, measure it out from there down to the 12.8, because I would say that that signifies the bottom. And there it is, about a 97 tick. We'll just round it up and say 100 tick drop on that move. The lunar rover. All right, let me come back up and see what other lunar names you guys got. All right, start dropping me some lunar names. Anything that has moon or lunar. Apollo missions. I still kind of like Apollo. We might call it Apollo. Artemis. NASA's Artemis program. Multiple 3D components. I like just purely Artemis, but yeah, in Artemis, I like that. Artemis. It's got a push to it. I like it. Artemis. Do that easily. The combination of the ready up, the supermoon. I do like the supermoon as well. What is it when they say the moon is larger than normal tonight? They're like, oh yeah, it looks like it's a something moon. What is that called when the moon looks larger? It looks like it's closer to you because of whatever its reason is. What is that called? A moon illusion is a term for when the moon appears larger than it is, especially when it's close to the horizon. Okay, when it's close to the horizon. Yeah, supermoon. I know, that one's kind of really sticking with me on the supermoon. Because we have a moon shot. I do say if price touches the moon, sometimes I'll do a moon touch for the entry. The supermoon is probably what we'll need to call those. I think I'm leaning on the supermoon. It's simple and people can remember it, not having to mess around with Artemis. What does that mean? But supermoon, it looks like a moon. Supermoon might have it right now. The supermoon. The Glock shot. So I'm trying to get away from anything with shot in it because there's no cross. Anything with a, like, so headshot, moonshot, they're all cross related. You have a cross involved. There's no cross on a ready up with an Enigma. So a supermoon, that's a supermoon right there with a ready up with it. Or anywhere near it, right? Same thing as a moonshot. If it were a cross, then it would be a moonshot. But with a ready moon, right? I mean, we could call it a moon ready, but it's boring. A ready moon should mean a supermoon, right? So I like it. We'll call it a supermoon for now. DC. All right, Curtis or Eddie, if you guys will rename our room over there from Hot Shot to Supermoon Plays. So we're kind of doing a group backtest study on the supermoons, but they're very powerful. Just, you've seen them over and over again. Okay, does everybody see the Titanic move, right? We're continuing, and then a fake up move, and then we're continuing. This is what you get to catch when you get those triple ready ups, right? What we call ready DDs. So powerful. I really like them. They really tell you for big plays. For very big plays, it is a gift on a lower time frame chart to have the triple ready ups. I mean, I love it, and I'm happy if I get 40 ticks out of it. I'm down with it. I don't have to catch the whole move, but man, you hand me 40, bro, I'll take it. So this has now gone more than 100 ticks now. This has gone, well, this is like 112 some odd ticks now.
Speed of YM55.
Thank you, CG. The Terminator. Yeah, because it does terminate the current direction, doesn't it? Oftentimes it makes that move, right? Do I think the next Enigma would be valid? I do, actually. I'll tell you why. First,
Enigma
well,
long on the E1.
yeah, so there's a 20.5. In fact, yeah, now it's almost like you called it, bro. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at this Enigma. It's a 20.5. See if we can get 20 out of it. Not willing to put much risk on it right now. We are literally strong sell right now, but that is a 20.5. Gotta respect it. Thing as slow as molasses.
Scheme on the 8th.
And targets filled. Thank you, Fanta. So 4,500 for me there today on a little 2 contractor. If I'd been looking at it a little bit more, I might have been involved a little bit more. But my brain is on like, okay, I'm done mode. But yeah, I'll take a freebie. I'll take a freebie 20.5. Yes, please. Sure, I'll take 26. Thank you very much. You caught that one?
DCDM on the 1.
Someone said, how is the sentiment on people now that elections are approaching? Well, I don't know that that's a valid question. I mean, but you're asking, do I see anything because of the elections? Well, who knows what it's before? Remember, we don't care about the news, don't care about macro things of why or what. All we care about is the volatility. Is the volatility up? Yes. I think that's why we're also capable of making more at the same time. It simultaneously came with the enhancement of our own tools. So I think it's a combination of both. Our tools got better and the volatility is up, so I've been able to hit bigger numbers. Yeah, not as great as the supermoon. That's true. We had a cross down here being even better, right, for the super duper move, but I'll take a 20.5. Almost every time if it's a 20 plus. Yeah, supermoon. I think supermoon is going to catch it. Another Cat 4 hurricane headed to Florida. Pray for Florida. Oh man, they getting hit again. Oh, I feel really bad for that. Next supermoon is 1017. Okay, so I'm turning my bonus to green. Because we definitely made money on that bonus, did we not? That was pretty
Enigma
good.
long on the EAM 4.
So getting a 16 level Enigma up on the 4s. We are strong sell and we are grinding down. So I'm not just hopping on it right away. Also not a single ready up down here at all. We are at the bottom of a previous zone. Kind of staying in there for now, but hey, we did pretty good getting $4,500 out of a 100 tick zone. You know what I'm saying? Like literally within
Double delta EAM.
there's a 100 tick zone that's been sitting in there, right? Volatility's been really good.
Double
So I love
delta
about
EAM on the
ALGOBOX. Not shy away from volatility, actually embrace it. Agreed. Yeah, our system, we do better. With more volatility just means more opportunities. So I can pick and choose between my setups. Like, okay, well, that last supermoon didn't get all the way to it. I'm taking the next one, right? I'll just take another supermoon. Don't matter to me. We got a double cross at the top of the zone. Nice little reversal, right? Utamus. This one's right in the middle of the zone, so we continuation, right? Like, these are... ALGOBOX just makes the market easier to read, in my opinion. Do you guys agree? Do you guys think it makes it easier to read? Or again, if people are new with this, I'm genuinely curious. If you're new, I think the people who are new, they first get overwhelmed by it because like, oh, there's so many things, I don't know. But I always try to remind people, have you ever been in your car? If you blank your brain for a minute and hop in your car and pretend like you're a person who's never been in a car before, and you jump into your dash, you sit somebody in behind the driver's seat, behind the steering wheel, and I bet that could be overwhelming. When you look at your vehicle and look at how many things are on your dash. I mean, there's so many things across your dashboard, but do you need them all at the same time? No. You just need to know what they are and when to use them? Yes. Do you need to use your windshield wipers all the time? No. You need to use it when it rains, right? Something's going on with my earpiece. Test 1, test 2, test 1, test 2. Test 1, test 2, test 1, test 2. Test 1, test 2. Might be having a short in my microphone wire there. Daniel says it is difficult to stick to OOO rules. Is it? Expound on that. So let's zoom out here. Let's make sure you understand them. Let's see. Do you understand? First of all, order of operations, high time frame. I start it right here. Yes. So this is mixed. Do you understand, first of all, that this is mixed? Yes. So if it's mixed, it means that I'm going to have good plays in both directions. Do you understand that? If you do, and I'm talking to you, Daniel. So Daniel's saying it's difficult to follow order of operations rules. Is it? So right now it's mixed, which means I can take in both directions. So since the highest time frame is telling me I can take in both directions, so what's the next one down from that? So now we're looking at your mid time frame, yes? Well, first of all, do you know that? Like, if you've already solved tide and wave, what's under the wave? Tide and wave. We start moving into ripples. And what's the filter for ripples? The MACV. Do you understand that? So again, it always surprises me when I get on telephone calls with people who, you know, are like, oh no, I understand, I've been through it. But yet when I walk it through like situations like this, because they don't necessarily, and maybe you need this, maybe you need this kind of chat through, which fine, it's what Mentorship Mondays are for, but ask the question. So good, so here we go. So then the MACV, what does the MACV tell us? Well, that's what I rely on all the time. You guys see me do this all the time, right? I want to know what this guy is. Yes? But remember, this is still only telling me for what time frame? Lower time frame. Because a lot of you guys think, oh, this is the biggest time frame, so therefore, so you'll come back up here and you're going, when this thing shifts from green, you're like, well, it was green back here and I went long. But then you know right back here, yes, it ended up shifting because this is multi-instrument, right? And then went to red. So you're like, well, I got caught when it went from green to red. Okay. And remember though, that's what I'm telling you, why you can't just use one. You have to know that there are higher time frames involved, right? So that's what stops are for on the lower time frame, is if you are getting caught offside. Anyway, I don't think it's hard personally, but explain to me why it is. And just jump on the ripple. Okay, well that's actually easier to solve than others. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, you want to jump it on, fine, then jump on, jump off. All right, I'm going to write this in the chat here. First, let's go blank screen here. If you say you, quote, I jumped the gun, okay, well then my solution jump on, then be willing to also jump off. Simple, right? Write it down. If you find yourself, you jumped on, jump off. I mean, you saw me do it earlier. Did I not? Okay, I'm like, okay, I'll try it right now. Oh, nope, it's not. Jump off. Jump on, jump off. Like, I think today would be a great example to roll back and play my tape. All right, go back and watch me. What did I do? You do not have to be perfect to be profitable. Yes? You you guys like that? Jump on, jump off? Everybody type jump on, jump off
Double delta Iman
in the chat. Let this one drill into your minds. Remember, it's Mentorship Monday here today, folks. So I'm here to talk it through. You got questions? I will expound. Give you some pro tips, etc., etc. All right. Do you see the 20.5 end up being the move up? Yes. It's almost like, so somebody's very good with the enigmas. Who was that? Started with an F. Who made the call? Do you think they were like, do you think the next one will work? I was like, yep. Why? Who was the guy that asked that? He didn't talk much, so it must be trading a lot. Oh, where is it? Another name started with an F. Who said earlier, asked me the question, hey, you think we should take the next enigma? I'm like, yeah.
Lower bands touch Iman.
He knew.
34.
And I want to ask him, did you know that we should take the next one? In fact, I'm pretty sure, but you were second guessing yourself. That's why you asked me, right? Which is fine. What I'm here for. You're asking what answer is yes, and I did. Oh, come on. Where are you, bro? Wasn't that far up the chat, was it?
YM54.
Did I just miss it? Are my bad eyes? Come on, bro. Tell me you're still here. Where's the guy that came in and asked me if we should take the next enigma? Can somebody find that in the chat? Come on, bro. Don't tell me you just come and hang out, ask me questions, and run away.
Double delta Iman the 8th.
Fanta 2333, are you still here? Fanta. Fantastic. Fanta, I got a question. I mean, you knew, right? You were like, I'm taking the next one, right? First of all, you had Cadence with you, because we had one that didn't go all the way. Let's see if we had two. I don't know. No, I mean, these two were winners. Okay. So, winner, winner. But you did have Cadence. You had one that came out of the middle, out of a flat. So would I want to take the next one? Yes. Did we have nice moves out? Yes. Did we also land in outside the fiddle zone? Yes.
On the 1.
That one happened to be a 20.5 too. So, yes. Fanta, you tell us. Do you think the next enigma now is valid? Where did Fanta go? Come on, bro. They come and go. It's me so sad. It's all right. So let's see. That up move to the next cross. It was 52 to the next cross. It went higher than that, probably about 60 ticks. Or the up move off of that 20. I caught 20. Now, so as far as order of operations goes, is it really hard? Catch? I don't really think so. But if you jump on, here's my pro tip. You jump on, you got on quickly on a lower time frame, you see the higher time frame might be in play, just close it, right? Jump on, jump off. Cost you a little bit, just size up. I'd love to go back and roll back my own tape here today. I think you should. Go back at that spot where, right back here. So the 3 wise men got me looking long. Yes? And I did, I took it. But I tried to hold a runner, right? Didn't get the runner move. I try to get, actually let's do Control E so I can see them. Here we go. So here's how it went down, right? So it's a bit messy when we do it like this, but I'll try to zoom in to see. So we had the 3 wise men, which was here. Okay, so I'm entering in right here. There's my buy to get long after the 3 wise men, trying to get up there. Adding 2 positions. right? And then I'm closing it out here, okay? Because I'm like, well, it didn't do the healthy up move thing. So I'm adding to my position. I get in, I'm adding, well, I add up here. So this starts running. I add up there. And once, this was the moment that I realized I might be in a trap. Yes, this was my eyeballs going, okay, that didn't keep going. That is a spike up. Remember how I said I didn't like that it went so fast up, because now I've got retail riding with me, and that's that face. Good. Like now I'm like, oh, everybody saw that. Now I caught it back here, but now everybody else saw it here, right? So I'm like, I shouldn't have added right there. I should have waited for a cross. I did. I'm adding in the zone. I'm just doing my thing. We came all the way back in here into my 3 wise men. I added to it. When we came to a cross, I added to it. Then we ran up and I got a cross here, and I remembered, dude, this is a trap from before, and this is a straight up leg. So if that's a straight up trap, this could be a straight up trap. I go ahead and bail, right? Now I could have gotten a little bit more out of it, sure. You know, it spiked up, and then we spiked down, and then but we came back up, so I could have gotten a little bit more out of it. I remembered what was back over here to the left. When we saw that triple ready up, I was like, dude, we are going to have to respect ready up. Yes. So this could be the Titanic turn. There it is.
Double
like,
delta.
I know there was one that was right close to each other in the zone, right? This is the one that really got me. Those when they're spread out, it's like, not a big deal here. But when they're clustered up like this often signifies the, okay, and now the Titanic is ready to turn. So sure enough, then they trap, right? They want to fake them out. So head fake, head fakes, head fakes. And then we start to get that Titanic turn. But let's look at my other swings at it. Control E. I bailed quickly, right? I was like, okay, we could go long here. Where did I go at it? Closed. Okay, I went short. All right, and then we got popped up. I know I had to stop out when I went short one time. Was it? Yeah, sold right here, and we started to come up. Closed it. Same thing once again here. Yeah, right here at the cross, because I was going to stop out behind that cross, right? Closed it out right there. So got faked, you know. There was some little like jump on, jump offs. Right? But then when the big move came, right, we came back down into my zone again. And I'm like, all right, we're in my zone. And this is the zone of, this is not just your typical zone thing. We're talking about a ready up, triple ready up Titanic zone. You know what? I think that's what we're going to call it. That's why we're going to do it deep blue too. All right, we're going to call that the Titanic zone. Everybody type it in the chat so I remember it, because I'm going to forget. The Titanic zone.
Lower bands touching on the 34.
So price is coming in my Titanic zone where I think that we're going to get that big move. Yeah, and it's hard to hold. I will say, here's what is hard to hold. It is hard to hold through a Titanic zone because it's going to keep trying to fake retail. It's going to get retail offsides, but then the big move, you know, ultimately ends up coming. But the Titanics, as we said before, takes a while to make the turn. I hope that you guys get that lesson today. We also drilled it home last week. I think several days last week. We had huge days last week. Had 2 20K days last week, 1 10K day, and this isn't, no, it's not like trades by Matt. Got my 20 accounts, bro. No, 1 leader account, 20K, 2 times last week, plus 1 that was a 10K day. I think it was Tuesday. So we had a Monday 20K, Tuesday 10.
Speed of YM.
I did not trade on Wednesday. Third day was a 20. Friday, what did we do on Friday? Friday was a 1 session. Oh, that idiot Scott Foster turd wanted to come and play games. Dude, that guy bothered me all effing weekend. I'm going to sue his ass. I am done with his shiat. Idiot sat there and continued to try to threaten, harass me all effing weekend. I go, bro, do not send me another thing. He kept sending shit. He's like, oh, my wife thinks that you're up, dude. Grow the F up. Anyhow, he's getting C&Ds today and intent to sue. Mofos don't learn. That's fine. I'm looking forward to this week. I got justice against two turds this week in court. It's going to be awesome. Going to be an explosive end of week. Going to be amazing. I cannot wait. Come back and tell the stories. It's going to be amazing. Justice may take a little time, but it does get served. $72.05 I made on Friday. Thank you, Eddie. Oh, good to hear it, Dork. Learn something on every cast. Thank you. Love to hear it. All right. Albuquerque. It's a fun name. Vinny, what do you look at in charts, tide or wave, to help you make your decision to filter in the lower ripples? So Albuquerque, I'll follow up your question with a question. Are you a premium member and have you been through premium training? Because that is a long answer to a question, but I can simplify it, but I don't want to oversimplify it right now without you having been through training. And I'm telling you, you're going to need more in training. So let's go to my pro tip section and let's find this. Or somebody help me find, there is a screenshot where I have simplified. There is a video out there called Decisions Simplified, Trading Decisions Simplified, or Simplified Trading Decisions. One that I did, went extensively. I would recommend that. And then if you want a vision boarding tool that I'm going to pull up even right now. Go to, I think it's, oh, I'm sorry, I think it's in the Trading Wisdom room. Wisdom here. And let's see what we can find here. Here we go. Order of operations simplified. Simplest form. I'm simplifying it right here. Check the last entry signal on the 89, the tide.
TCDMEM on the 1.
Okay, what color was it? Was it red or was it green? Mark it. Do the same thing for the wave, latest signal. Mark it. Entries go with the signals for the biggest trades. Remember, I said for the biggest trades. And if you're not going to go for the big one, that's fine. Take the small ATM. Keep it simple. Can I go against it? Yes. Am I going to try to hold a runner against the bigger time frame? No. But if I'm with those two, then we win. So it's as simple as, so how do I apply it? How does it work in application? So that's knowledge. Let's turn it into wisdom. So check the last entry signal on the 89. Okay. So on the 89, everybody type it in the chat. Was the last, right now, was the last signal on the 89 a red or a green? Keep it real simple. Was it red or green? Type in the chat. Let's see. I mean, this could be confusing for some people. Let's see. The most recent, remember I have another rule. It says recency is key. So the most recent on the tide, was it red or was it green? Type it to me there in the chat.
Lower bands touch EM on the 34.
Red. Exactly. But some people are like, it was pink. It was pink.
Delta
Okay, well, during that video, I told you, yes, I said red or green, but a pink is a red. Blue is a green. Okay, so, well, it's blue. What do I do if it's blue? Green. Again, that's why I mean, like, go through all of the training. You will know these things, but I am trying to reiterate to find for all the little trolls who are like, oh, but I got him. You didn't say this. I did. You didn't go through the training. You can't fix stupid. You cannot fix Foster Scotts of the world. It's evil people. Power pink equals red. Exactly. So, red on the tide. Now, let's do the same thing on the wave. Okay, so first of all, I come up here on the tide, and I'm just going to click it. Like, that's neutral. I'm going to click it one more time. Green. I'm going to click it one more time. red. Okay, so I set my tide. So visually, visual cortex wise, the instrument that I'm currently trading, I'm setting it right there to red. Wave. Let me go over to the wave. What was the most recent one on the wave? Now, this might be new information. I'm not saying what I currently have is accurate.
44.
You tell me. The most recent right now, red or green? And I will give a hint. This one's a little bit trickier. Red or green on the wave, ladies and gents. Oh, something else just showed up on the chart. Okay. Now it's cheating. I'll walk through this one, but I kind of want to see what everybody types in, so I'm going to give it a second here in the chat. Okay, so currently now it's obviously green, right? I mean, it's bright green. However, before, when this cipher cracked through, so which one was the most recent success? Well, remember, it's the successful one. Which one was the most recent that actually was accurate? If a cipher gets completely ignored and blown through, okay, now this one really didn't. It got adhered to, okay, it popped up. Okay, but then we broke through, but we are green twice now, right? So yes, we're basically accurate around this, but you might think, okay, well, technically you had a two-finger salute up inside of the Golden Ropes River, which is, if you've been studying through our training, you know that's a reversal, right? So instead of an up move, if we're inside of the Golden Ropes, I want to do the inverse. So instead of going up, I want to do a short, which would be a red. Okay, that's where I'm going with this. Like if you read the up two finger inside of the zone, then you would know that that was a red. Yes. So it's a little bit tricky there. And depending on how you read that cipher, the first touch of the cipher was actually right here. This was a second touch of the cipher breaking through the cipher after a red. Again, I might be going over your head here. Hopefully, I think you guys are smart. So roll back the tape, slow it down if you need to go back and look through that. It was a green, yes. And then, of course, the green dot comes in. And it's like, I mean, it's obvious it was a green. Okay, so made it a little bit easier, but now green, yes. Now, you said red before. I hope that you meant red because of the two-finger reversal, right? You had a two-finger reversal inside of the river, which is a red. This is a red, right? A green. A red touch of the bands. Yes. So cool. Again, a little bit trickier there on the wave, but at the same time, does it have to be absolutely accurate on this? No, it's horseshoes and hand grenades in these things. You do not have to hit it. You just have to get close. Okay. In horseshoes and hand grenades, you don't have to actually hit them with the grenade, right? Just got to be close. Same thing with horseshoes. Just got to get closest to the pin wins, right? You'll put some points on the board with it. Okay, so that's how you mark it. Real simple. So right now I'm a mix, right? That means I got both opportunities. Yes. Cool. So now that I've neutralized, right? Because I red to green, that's basically neutralized. Yes. Are we now really tracking through? So this is now neutral, right? You guys understand neutral? Type neutral in the chat. If you don't, let me know. Oh, excuse me. Went out to the Maze Days Festival with the kids there this weekend, and we had a good time. My nose, however, did not. So that's neutral now. So I can take plays in both directions. So now I get to go have fun on the lower time frame. Make sense? Now, at the end of the day, let's say, okay, I can go and I can simplify my entire system and go, so let's say that I don't concern myself. I remember I have showing you guys, there is, if you go into our workspaces setting, and you're on a laptop, for instance, and you don't have room for all 5 charts for an instrument, which 3 charts do I have you use? And I would actually kind of call it 3 plus 1, but it's not a chart, right? 3 charts, the flag, what we call the flag. Everybody know what the flag layout is? Flag layout. Plus 1. What's your plus 1? On your phone, have the Mac V Ultimate, right? Mac V Ultimate being your primary filter. Then you don't have to worry. I don't say worried, but you know, if you just want to grab some bags, all right, you want to grab a bag, grab me a 10, 20 bag. I don't have to predict the higher time frame. I don't want to try to catch the big Titanic move. I don't want the stress. I just want to grab a bag, grab a bag, grab a bag. That's perfectly fine. You want to be a Battlefield 3 player like me, assault rifle type of guy, not a sniper sitting there waiting around a long time. Folks, those who are just tuning in, I'm talking about video games. Okay. Video games, Battlefield 3, you don't know about it. Well, you don't know about the greatest game that's ever been created on PC. It's awesome. So I don't have to worry about hitting a guy at 1,000 yards with a P90, right? I can get a bunch of them up close, no problem. But if you want to carry both, there's nothing wrong with being that guy on the battlefield who's got a rocket launcher strapped on their back, carrying their main, right, with a rocket propelled grenade underneath the on the launcher, no problem. And then, you know, you're running around enough, you got a sniper rifle on your back too, cool. Right, when you know when to pull it out, you know you're an all-around player, cool. But you do not have to be, right? There are plenty of people who just run around with a P90, have a good time. You know, plenty of kids who run around with the rocket launcher, right? You don't have to be accurate. Just get close, right? Choose the way that you play the game. What kind of weapons do you like to use? Make sure you bring good weapons. Right? Well, that's what ALGOBOX does. In my opinion, ALGOBOX is a cheat for the markets. It's too easy. In my opinion. A lot easier to read traps and reversals and setups, and you just read it because it gives you the words that other charts don't give you, in my opinion. Blade support blowing up tank C4. Yeah, it is fun, isn't it? I do have a lot of fun with C4. We're talking about video games, people. Can't joke about games these days with all the stuff going on around the world, really. True. Real world stuff is happening right now all around us. Get your heart right with the word. Get your heart right with the Lord, folks. He's coming soon. I'll put some more details there in the chat later on about all that. One of the most important things you can do, folks. Time is short. Yes, let me show you guys the flag layout here for a second, those of you who are new. So I'll go to my workspaces, and it's the ALGOBOX Lite. Let's see, 1080p. All right, so that
harmonic NQ on the 2.
That is a flag layout. And let's go up to the top here. Top left. Okay, there you go. There's the flag. Everybody see why it's called the flag? If you don't, I'll show you why I call it the flag layout. Kind of looks like some flags we've seen around. You know, got 3 sections there. All right, so with the flag, you got your 3 time frames. Reading here, got my Mac V for my current instrument there. Got my
Harmonic NQ on the 2.
2 ripple entries. Good to go. Big, small. All right, bigger plays, smaller plays. Change your ATM, right? Your ATM down here.
Harmonic NQ on the 2.
Set it to small. Set this one up here to big, right? I mean, I just really try to keep it simple. Play the video game like this. Now, what do I also want? I would also like to add this somewhere. Okay, now not really easy to put. You know, maybe you're fart around with where you want to put this. So I usually tell you, so you know, have a phone with you.
Fib.NQ on the 6. J-hook short
So
NQ
put
on the 2.
the Mac VU, you know, maybe on your phone or something. Makes sense. So there's your simplified layout if you don't want to have to worry about order of operations. And we go over all this in our training program. And all that documentation, everything is available there on the website. It won't be by the end of the year, just FYI. Those who are, we've been building that out and it's currently free, but that will be behind a paywall soon. So if you want to get it, go grab it now or forever hold your peace.
Fib.NQ on the 2.
And you really do need to go through the videos. Like I heard, you know, somebody the other day that was trying to learn through just going through the documentation. That's going to be hard. You need to have somebody walk you through stuff. It's not the same as just looking at the documentation. Documentation is more for, it's like a cheat code for looking afterwards. Afterwards, come back and remind yourself what was already talked about in the videos. You need to go through video training. And don't forget, the 2-week free trial is completely free. No strings attached. You're not going to be getting emails from us after you do a 2-week free trial. So people have asked before, like, hey, Vinny, so I signed up, got a 2-week free trial, but you didn't follow up with me or anything. We don't. If you want the system, great. If you don't, it's cool. You want the absolute best discount offer on our system, either 1, wait till Black Friday, or 2, call me during your 2-week free trial. I've got 5 questions for you. If you answer my 5 questions, I will get you the deepest discount and I will beat the Black Friday offer. So you don't have to wait for Black Friday if you do it during your 2-week free trial, but you do have to contact me during your 2-week free trial. And no, I do not harass you about it. You can come to me. Make sense? If you guys got questions about any of that, hop into our Discord there. All right, I'm going to close out my flag layout here. And I like to see it all. Okay, so this is still for me. I like to see the 5 time frames that I'm working with, plus the Mac VU, because I like to do both. I like to catch bags, and I also like to hit a sniper shot. Like that's my thing. I'm a versatile player. I'm a both kind of guy. Give me 2 options. If they're both good, I want both. Make sense? Yeah, somebody said the other day, but Vinny, how do you choose Christianity over other faiths? How do you know that faith is right? I'm going to give you a very simple solution to that. Okay, you ready? I'm a logist. I'm logical. How about I lay this out? Just give me a moment. Don't hang up the live stream right now. This is probably the most important thing you're ever going to hear right now. Okay. You want to know why you should choose Christianity over other, quote, air quote, faiths, religions, whatever? I'll tell you something. There is only one who's still alive. Let that sink in for a second. There is only one who's still alive. There is only one who raised from the dead. Do you understand? There is only one. So let's say that you're going along in life here and you're like, yeah, but I don't know about all that, Vinny. How do I prove? Dude, there's all kinds of proofs. But let's say that you're going down the road in life, okay? This is your road. You're going out. Now, I should probably draw this in perspective. All of a sudden, there's going to be a branch in the road, okay? You're like, well, I don't know if I'm going to go to the left or I'm going to go to the right. Let's make it a different here, okay? I come to the fork in the road, and there is maybe 2 people here. How about there's one here, one here, and you got to make a choice. And let's say that you want to talk to them and ask them, well, which way should I go? Well, these 2 are knowledgeable about the 2 sides. How about one of them is, one of them's dead. but you want to ask them your questions. And then there's one that's alive, but one that has been through death and died. Not by their own choice. Well, maybe by their own choice because they handed it over to you, but not for themselves. They died for you. Like, well, I died for you, and I'm still alive. This is it's real simple for me. Real simple. Like, because you can get all philosophical about all these other different things. And you want to go watch my sermons? I have gotten super deep. Y'all want to go know what I believe and the feeling of why are we here? Answers to life on that. You want to hear from me? Fine. Go check it out. But here's the simple one. Don't care if I've got 2 choices or 3 or 4 or, well, what about this guy? What about this one? What about Buddha? What about, they're all dead. Dead man walking, dead man walking, dead man. And then you got one who was dead and rose again. Oh, let me see. Let me think about that. Which one of your religions has that? Which one of your faiths, Brainiac, has that? And you're trying to figure out how to have the best life. Which one are you going to choose? Life or death? Doesn't take a rocket scientist. You can be Foster Scott and be dumb as a stump. Know the answer to that one. Well, there you go. There's my simple explanation for that one. You don't know why? How about you ask the guy who ain't dead and who came back to life? Yeah, beat that. Pretty easy. Bro came to announce to our room. What did I miss? Miss something fun? Oh, to buy. Go long. Well, you know, our system kind of did. Our system did kind of say, go long there. So, I mean, if you're reading from our charts, bro, good for you. You got triple ready up, and the next play was
on the 1.
That's pretty good, bro. Yeah, I mean, you can read this back here. They got a Richie trap, right? We went down, smooth leg, smooth leg, smooth leg, chugga, boom. 2 smooth legs, trap. Yeah, I can see big ups. All right, what's our time? 11:23. Quick question. There's still people asking still about NQ. Man, you can tell. Listen, I'll tell you the people who have not been paying attention, right? People who have been with us for a while, because Mario, this is not your first go round. You're not brand new here. I know I've seen you before. Pretty sure you're in a room, but I can tell you have not been following along. If you're still back there asking about that, I mean, I have talked about that extensively over multiple live streams. You ain't been paying attention. How's your trading been? I have a feeling it's not good. But people, you know, it's always fascinating to me when they're like, well, I hadn't been doing good. I'm like, have you been coming to the live streams? And I'm like, well, no, don't really do that either. Wow. I can't imagine why you might be struggling. I'm not sure. No, just kidding. No, I know exactly why. Well, I'm busy. How busy? You know what busy stands for? People make themselves busy with all kinds of nonsense. I'll tell you what busy stands for. You're busy? I'm busy. I'm too busy. You have filled your life with stuff. Gotta do that. Really? What do you gotta do? What are you so busy doing? Sure, you gotta work. Okay. There's your time. Yeah, I gotta take care of him. Yeah, okay. And well, I got 15 events that I plan. I do this and I plan that. You know, why do you fill your life with all this stuff? What's really important? Like, you think it's important to learn this, or maybe you don't. Maybe look, it's priorities. I always tell it like this: it's priorities. You can make it time for anything. It always comes down to this. Everybody has time. Don't believe anybody who says they ain't got time. No, they just don't value you enough to spend their time or whatever it is. Can't come to your thing, whatever. No, they don't value you enough to give up something else. Build their cup with nonsense of, well, who knows? I mean, maybe your thing is nonsense that you're asking them to go to. I don't know. Yeah, but busy is not an answer. It's your priority.
DCDMEM on the 1.
You just don't prioritize X, Y, or Z. But the answer to why am I not trading NQ? I trade NQ all the time. So see, you're starting out with a false assertion. Not as bad as a false fact, but you assert that I don't trade NQ. I am trading lower volatility, slower instruments for you. Concept people don't understand, doing things for others for you. I got a lot more time to talk through and set up through trades on slower instruments. YM, RTY. We selected these and we talked about it extensively. Now I'm like, well, why didn't you do ES? So ES is one of those where, well, people think that ES is slower, but this one is $12.50 per tick. So it's literally double the risk that comes with it. These are actually slowing things down. ES is not necessarily slowing things down. In relation, these are $5 a tick. Yeah, and we've been talking about that for a while. So if this is your first day coming, be like, hey, this is okay, I can tell something about you. You have not prioritized. You don't come to our live streams. And it doesn't matter if you don't come to the live streams, because guess what? Mine are all open to the public. And see, that's what's crazy about when it's free, you don't put value in it, right? This is a lesson that many people have proven to me repetitively to show me that if you give it to them free, they do not put value to it. Very weird. It costs them nothing. They don't value it. It's crazy. But all of our live streams are on our YouTube channel. Like, well, Mike Schwartz's are on YouTube channel. No, they're not. Mike Schwartz doesn't keep his up. Oh, Trades by Matt. No, he doesn't. Trades by Matt doesn't keep theirs up. But y'all wanna? Oh, y'all don't think so? Let's see the difference side by side. Let's take a side by side comparison here.
Double delta EM on the 1.
All right, so let's click on our live. So if I click on live right here, go to my lives. Wow, look at all these. Oh, look at that. And this is a new YouTube channel. Wow, it's a lot of live streams. Wow. Yeah, it goes on forever and forever. Wow, that's crazy. So all my live streams. Now let's go check out the other YouTubers. Let's go check out Trades by Matt. He live streams every day, right? Oh yeah, sure.
Well, this is an exciting day.
Is it live? Wow, look at that. Oops. You click on live and you got one video. Wow. Wow. That's amazing.
You've been following along.
I can give this man a little bit more respect. I like the fact that Patrick at least leaves his stuff up. And he's smart. He's going after ICT, telling ICT what a turd he is. He's funny. I like him. Oh, bro. All the O faces, all the clickbait faces. I love it. Oh, is he leaving his up now? Dude, these were gone the other day. Did he bring them back? He brought them back.
Three. That's the number of traders.
Good on you, bro.
I made over 6 figures trading without even looking at the chart.
Well, it's kind of why we went sideways to begin with. It's like, so he would never showcase all my work. He would never put ALGOBOX on there and do this. And all of a sudden he's like, oh, bookmap. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to shill for it every day. Yeah, I mean, look, I apologize for my part of being an a-hole, but dude, I mean, he fucked me over. So whatever, dude. All right. He edited him out after editing out all the micro lot trading. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Somebody ban this Albuquerque guy. You're in the car, so you plan to get a new one? Bro, if you're one of those kind of people, I'm not here to help people buy cars. Get out. You're not welcome here. Have a nice day. But I assure you my truck is nicer than whatever vehicle you have. ICT's down the street. Just make sure you deliver my Uber burger hot and on time, bro, or no tip. Missionary work. Ben, should we do something like that with the community? All right. Why don't you define for me what is missionary work? Here we go. It's about to get hot. What is missionary work? You've chosen your words, bro. Let's see if you know the definition of what missionary. What is missionary to you? Because I have to say to you because you obviously didn't Google that or know what the definition of that is before you ran your mouth. But it's cool. Normal people, normies. I am here as a mentor to you to help you to not be normal. Here's the actual definition. So to me, words actually mean things. All right. So, person sent on a religious mission, sent to promote Christianity in a foreign country. Okay. So, inside of our, you said in our Discord room? Oh, in our community. Okay. So then now we define community. How do you define community? But I'm assuming you mean our Discord community? Okay. So inside of our little siloed room, inside of our Discord, you want to promote Christianity in a foreign country. Interesting. And you ask the question as though we're not already. Well, that's funny. We should do something like that in the community. Got a question for you. What do you think I just did? What do you think I'm doing? There are people all over the world from foreign countries coming right here. Yeah. So do you imply that I'm not? Interesting. Interesting. Well, you don't do it enough. It's every second, every day. I have already told you guys my mission. It is here to make you rich on earth and rich in the kingdom of God. You don't understand my mission statement? That's cute. But to come over here and to imply now that, oh, you think I should do more? What are you doing? What are you doing? What's your mission? What has God called you to do? What are you doing? Widows and orphans? Do you know what widows... Again, bro, you didn't even pay attention to my lesson. You didn't even pay attention to my lesson. That is the primary for the church. Yeah, and then go cry. Oh, heat. See, heat, and you get bitter or you get better. This guy got bitter. Fragile egos. Can't take criticism. Cry. All right, ban Brandon C. Thank you. Thank you for dropping by. We learn. Or you don't. Get bitter or better when I turn up the heat. You get bitter? See ya. Get better? Cool. Oh yeah, but the way you said it. Yes. I offended you to your core so that you will remember it. Oh, you didn't learn that lesson either? You don't act like Jesus, Vinny. Well, actually I did. Yeah. Oh, you offended me. Yeah. Just like Jesus. That's what he does. And then you remember, I already went through that lesson too. You didn't hear, you didn't show up that day? Roll back the tape. It's only probably about 2 or 3 lessons back. Jesus offended people so much that when he sat down at a table, they said, hey, master, teacher, why do you offend us so? Literally, so much. Implied, why do you offend us so much? Yes, Jesus offended them with truth. Oh, ye of little faith. I mean, all the time. Well, he had a great relationship with his parents. I already told you that too. No, he didn't. His mom didn't listen. His brothers didn't listen. Didn't even call her his mom. In the end, because she didn't want to listen. Okay. Well, we think that you should charge in. You're going to be the one who charges in and saves us from the Romans, right? You're going to go forward. No, that's not my mission. But it should be. Oh, see, it's always interesting when the disciples try to define the mission. Let that one sink in. Call it redefine. It means they don't understand it. And that is the response of pride. Do you think you need to give Jesus advice? That's what the disciples thought they could do. Well, we think you should, charge into Jerusalem and bear a sword and let's go fight the Romans. We've got your back. We'll go. That's not my mission here, guys. Well, we think that you should, hey, that woman broke that alabaster jar of smelly perfume stuff on your feet. We think we should have gotten that and sold it to the poor. The poor you will always have with you. I don't know. It's interesting, right? Oh, how dare he say any of that? Oh, yeah, well. Oops. Well, Vinny, I think you should do more. Oh, I think? Anything that starts with I think? You ever figured that out yet? That person's trying to give you advice. Now, where do you think you should get your advice from? Be careful who you listen to. I think that you should... Oh, well. And who are you? Who are you? Oh, you don't recognize who I am. Oh, okay. You don't understand that I'm on my mission. I didn't ask you what you think my mission is. I didn't ask you what my community is here to do. Interesting. You're on your mission. What are you doing? What are you doing in your community? Brandon, air quotes. What are you doing? You're offended? You mad now? Oh, you failed the test. You failed. Bitter or better? When you turn up the heat, like coffee. If you're ever going to go heat it up, depends on what's in it. Depends on what is in it. Heat it up. It's one of two things. They rhyme. Bitter or better? And if it's all about you, you'll get bitter. Like Brandon. All about him.
Well, I do push-ups. I go to the gym.
It's all, isn't it funny? The gym rats, man, they got kind of the worst. Or you can get better. Oh man, I pressed the wrong button. I was gonna circle the E, 'cause it's a we. But all about you. Bitter or better? Got the heat up? I'm mad. Well, you got bitter, not better. It's too bad. Appreciate the teaching. Great and other. Could you tell me if you prefer channel regulator? Oh, the ripples, A or B or both. I think I like it on the absolute lowest, because this is where I'm usually trying to get little tiny trades, like little small stuff. But if you had it on the higher one, in fact, out of the flag layout, it is on the higher one. It's really more to reduce the amount of stuff that's on the lower time frame chart, more so than, desire for it. I'd like to have it on both, really. But if I had to choose one, I would go on the lower one. But if your PC can't handle it for whatever reason, it is semi-intense. You'd be surprised that regulator does have some juice to it. But yeah, usually when I'm grabbing one off the regulator, it's a spot where I might want to potentially add, like if I'm already looking for a long thing, like, okay, so I want to look to see, wait till I get a touch of it, and then maybe grab a quick one. So the way that I use that one, remember, it's just a structure. So I need something else with it. But if I'm looking for, my last thing to enter in on something, like, okay, I've got my 3 wise men, and now, okay, I'm going to get a touch of the channel type of thing. Or if I need for things been running and I want to tap a target. So how you read that, it kind of depends on whether you're riding in a big trade or a small. Not crucial. I'll just say it that way. It's not crucial to have it there. It's definitely more of a guide. And SOPs. Trade nothing alone. Use them in combination. And yes, this is slowed way down. And we are at 11:45. 2 hours in. Did I miss any other questions? Giving new windows over when you deep do. Yes, you learned that lesson, indeed. And so here's something else. If you don't know, if you are a generous soul and you're out there telling everyone about your generosity, what does the scripture say about telling everyone when it comes to money, when it comes to taking care of whatever, giving money, doing things for others? If you're making it public, telling everybody about it, then you've already received your reward. Yes? Because when you give, do your giving in secret. Do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Yes? And that is a financial blessing. At the same time, am I a church? Am I sitting here to create a church? No, that is not my business. Am I a preacher? No. My mission is different than yours. Yes? Well, you should turn your community into a... Oh, really? So you're telling me I should do X, Y, and Z. It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah. But yes, when I was talking about that lesson, it was what is the church's primary mission, and whether you should be attending that church or not is to whether or not they are taking care of their primary responsibility that they were told and called by God to do. They're not doing it. Yes, that's my simple judgment of a church is, where's their widow and orphan program? Do they have one? If they're skipping them and being like, well, we're sending things across the seas, and well, that's because they're doing it for themselves. They're doing that for the visual. They're doing that for the, yeah. Because widows and orphans cannot be a blessing back to the church. And missions, it can. Because like, oh, I'm not committed to take on the people who are way out here and whatever. Okay. So you're skipping the widows and orphans that are near you. Interesting. Reaching over, like stepping over someone. Sounds like a Samaritan and Samaritan's whole thing. I mean, sorry, it doesn't sound like a Samaritan. Sounds like the story of the Samaritan, yes? People in the church stepping over the guy who's beat up right in the thing because they gotta, I gotta do the church thing. I gotta skip on over, step over this guy lying in the street. Because I got other foreign affairs to take care of. Interesting. They missed the lesson on that one too, huh? Fun. Yes, you've received your reward. Bingo. You know the one. Here's a question. Vinny, speaking of the channel, would you have to change any settings when putting it on the wave? Oh. I don't think so. I believe I've got it set to 2.5. Is that correct? Let me look at it. Hear what the default is. Tell me what the default setting is for you there. Because I don't know if I've changed mine or not. And I don't want to switch workspaces to find out. With 3.5. 3.5 is pretty wide. Like you could change this to a 2.5 if you're going to a higher time frame, or you could just change the period back, how far back it goes. So you could. It kind of, yeah, you could change it there. It depends on your whole point, like of why you might be doing that. But I think that's why the Bollinger Touch is, in my opinion, it flexes more with what's there. So I don't think you need the channel, but if it helps you to read a section, then yeah, go to town. I don't really have a good answer on that one. All the way up at the wave. Sometimes I don't even think I have enough data to go back far enough to give you good information on one of those. And that indicator does require, I forget how many bars. I think I've got it set to, it's got to be more than 250 bars. It might have to have 500 bars. I don't know that on some of your charts on those, especially like ES, you have enough data to have that many bars back. So yeah, just be careful when you're trying to like, well, I mean, I set up our templates for a reason. If you're going to go outside those, then you kind of need to, you'll have to play with it. I could try to, guide you on that, but yeah, I put stuff on the charts there for a reason. Let's see. Going back. Others. Oh, okay. When the channel meets the BBs, the rebound is very strong. Oh, okay. Yeah, can you post a picture example of that in the Discord chat when you get a second? And then also along with that, tell me what your settings are. Did you use the default of 3.5 and the 500 bars back, or what settings did you use for your regulator? Because yeah, I do have that set to, and what he's talking about, folks, this is the channel regulator, the this channel with the red dashed lines right now. They're red currently. And the channel regulator, this will change colors with the angle. All right, so we'll be back for the afternoon session. It is 11:52, 8 minutes till the top of the hour, right there at noon lunch hour. And we did some decent work there. 44.55 in a difficult area. Don't forget to use code ALGOBOX on Apex if you want the deepest discount. Always, ALGOBOX will always get you the deepest discount. You have to worry about hunting around for who's got the best offer. ALGOBOX always gets the best offer. That's our agreement with Apex. So you guys can hook that up. And don't forget, if you do a 2-week free trial, no strings attached. You're not getting emailed by us or any that kind of stuff. However, if you reach out to me, I'll give you the absolute best discount offer. You can send me a direct message, or you can call the number on the bottom of the website, or send a DM there on that answer. I got 5 questions for you. If you take your time, I'll save you a dime. Thanks for hanging out. For me, Pippi, Robbie, Lunchbot, Mod Squad, Curtis, G, and Eddie B, I am sending out the Big H-Town. See ya. Art team, show them how it's done.
The old adage where, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, more money and better opportunity, I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Delvidium on the one.
Rewind.
Forex is littered with crooks, black hat guys, all this kind of shifty characters and companies trying to extract money from your pocket and stick it into theirs. And one of the things that they do is operate these Forex signals.
Delta 5 William. Long, Yorkshire long. Harmonic pattern. Pick up. One down on a freeze. Order filled. Target filled.
Audio Jungle.